Good morning, everybody. I'm sure we'll have more people jumping in. I'm seeing people jump in right now. I have started the recording. I hope everyone is doing well. Everyone had a great weekend. This is going to be a good meeting, guys. I think that Mr. Crypto is going to be out today, but I appreciate you guys for being here. And, we're going to get started and kind of just keep everything a little bit short, but go over a lot of good stuff. And if you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and get my screen shared, and then you guys can just let me know if anything, if you have any questions. So the first thing I wanted to go over was just roles and responsibilities and personnel. So for everyone who's not familiar with the project plan, I will be updating the group today with just rows and some other different stuff so you guys can kind of make different commands and find all of the different pieces of the project, from roles and responsibility to just the information that you guys need to get to the spreadsheet, as well as the project documentation. So I will ping you guys once that's done. But just kind of in a nutshell, this is going to tell you everybody who's on the team, what their role currently is, right, and what they're in charge of. It's all right here. Anyone who's in yellow, we're basically just continuing to work with them and get in contact with them. It's just people who we are not being able to get in contact with you. So if we see your name and we've spoken in the last 24 hours, I'll be turning you green. If you don't see your name on here, or if your name is green, then that just means that we've put you in a place and we kind of know exactly what you're working on, what you're doing. And then if you're red, then everyone who is red is basically in danger of just being removed from the main groups. And I'll stay in contact with them, but we just want to make sure that the team is staying engaged. So feel free for you guys to kind of go into here, take a look at exactly where your name is. If you don't see your name, let me know, and just let me know that you're activated so that I can do my best to get everybody situated from a team perspective. So anyone have any questions there? All right, awesome. One thing I do want to point out is Ken is in the room. If you guys know Ken, he's been helping me and Mr. Crypto and Ian organize a lot of the operations. So if Ken hits you guys up, just consider it like one of the admins is hitting you up, guys, and he's going to help us manage operations. So Ken, thank you for all the hard work that you're doing for operational work. And if you guys hear from Ken, he'll be put inside the departmental chats, and I'm sure at some point you guys will all speak one-on-one, but he'll be he'll be one of the main point people who you speak to on a daily basis, who will kind of keep the team organized and running. So I just wanted to point him out and have everyone get familiar with Ken so that you guys can start having those conversations. And I'll be there during those, but I just wanted to kind of let you guys know. So that's the team. Find your name, find your responsibility. If you have any questions, ping me, and I'll be happy to to give you whatever clarity you need. So the next portion that we're going to do is we're just going to go back over the to-do list, see where we are. We're going to talk a lot about development, what's in development, the progress of everything, and where we need the most help. And then we will start assigning more and more tasks to each person each week, so that you guys just know exactly what you're responsible for. So last night was a late night. We were up basically working. I know a lot of you guys heard from me. But we accomplished a lot. So the roles and responsibility, the full scope of work, which basically just is the spreadsheet. Community forum messages. If you guys go into the community right now and type /commands, you'll see that we've kind of filled in most of the forum messages. Thank you to Adam for getting all of those written out. And I'm going to be working with Adam and Sam Master to basically get those formatted properly and teach all of the mod team how to pull all of the answers that they will need as more people come into the room. I know if you guys go into the main chat, you can see that the in-chat department titles are there. You can see everyone's role and responsibility. Those will also be put inside the team chat, so we'll be finishing that in the next probably few hours here. And then we followed up with everyone in the team and consolidated them. We just need to basically kind of cut down some of the people who are not responding, and then just continue to follow up and be engaged. But it's great to see so many people in the meeting today, guys. Thank you so much for showing up and for making this a priority. We really appreciate you guys and all the hard work that you're doing. The next thing that I'm going to go over, Mr. Crypto is not here. He is kind of keeping his head down and working on the numbers. So one of the main things that we've been talking about in the first 4 meetings or so is getting the budget together, getting everything basically where we have and understand how much we're going to be spending so that we can move on to the next process. And then we've got most of the branding, the timeline, and then the token dump strategy. Algo is working on that. He's doing an amazing job with the airdrop system and the contract. So that's kind of where we are in terms of development. We've gotten all of the contracts finished. We just need to finish some of the smaller contracts and features, and then we just need to coordinate the team and coordinate between each other and within departments to start getting some of this stuff knocked out. So before I start kind of going into what's not started and what we're kind of expecting as we roll into next week, let me pause and see if anyone has any questions for me or what I can answer for everyone. And just feel free to take the floor and say whatever you need to say. All right. So it seems like everyone is good with that. If not, feel free to just unmute and say your piece. I'm going to kind of move on until that. So biggest thing after this, guys, is being familiar with this project plan, right? Like the project plan is going to be super key for us to stay on track and stay moving forward. Like I said, we've gotten most of the branding, the budgeting, and everything, the white papers and all of that knocked out. Once we have the budget, we'll be doing a pitch deck and going and raising capital. But before then, we have a few things that I'd like to knock out, and there's a few people in the room that I will individually call out and kind of talk to you about what we're going to be working on. So we'll do that now. I am currently working on art for the roadmap and the website. We're going to get that done. Samuel, if you guys don't know Samuel, he is one of our main devs, and he's on the dev team. He's the lead dev, and he basically is going to be working a lot on UI, UX, as well as NFT innovation. So Samuel, I'm going to get with you to kind of, like we were just talking about, work on Web3 layers and kind of get everything with a better UI on top of it. Thank you for pointing out like your concerns there. Samuel was really vocal about basically not copying the Pancake Swap UI, and I'm starting to agree with him. So we're going to work on getting that resolved as the main contracts come in. And we also have some awesome other contracts that we've been working on that are going to make this an even stronger project. And we're going to be rolling those in so we have almost a full ecosystem from the beginning. So Samuel, I'll kind of get with you offline to talk about that. I just said this, but I'm going to go back over it one more time. Ken is going to be helping us with operations and basically coordinating between everyone. So you guys will be hearing from Ken a lot. I'm going to be putting him in every single project group, and I'm sure that he'll have reached out to you guys, but he's just going to keep everyone accountable for meetings, as well as helping you guys kind of pick out where you're going to shine most and what you can do on the team. And just kind of think about it from a passion standpoint, because we really want to pour into you guys, get you guys the education that you need if you need it, in terms of learning some things that you may not know, getting new skills, and just building things up. And as we start to get income, we will also be, giving everyone a monthly paycheck so that we can, make sure that everyone is feeling appreciated and compensated for their work. So Kim will be coordinating that. We'll be working in terms of getting the departments fully operational and getting all of the standards put in. So Ken is really like the operations manager, one of the admins. So I just wanted to let him know that's what we're going to be working on with him. Algo, him and I are working on the, like I said, the Airdrop system. What this is going to allow us to do is basically upload a full list of addresses, names, and usernames, and then distribute our monthly airdrops to everyone. So everyone who is a Guff team member, and then everyone who is a team member, or everyone who is a Guff holder, and everyone who is a team member here is going to get an airdrop. How that's going to work is we're going to basically just manually input those values for you on top of anything that you earn from the social engagement engine, right? And then we'll just have that being airdropped to you guys. There will be a time lock on some of that. We'll all have to kind of decide about what that's going to be on the team. But I want you guys to be, feeling confident that you're going to be getting your airdrops. They'll all be automated. And Algo is really the person who's going to be maintaining that system, helping to improve it, and improving any sort of other really cool contracts. You know, he just is going to get to play around with a lot of cool stuff and see what we can come up with. So that's Algo. If you guys don't know Adam, Adam is in here. What's up, Adam? He is the head of the communities department. So basically, he oversees the entire communities, all of the mods, and then all of the community communication. If you guys don't know, he's like Crypto Wiz, and then also is one of the moderators for TCG Coin, and just a great guy. Also a fashion designer. So it's great to have you, Adam. And then you and I will kind of be working on getting you know, the community set up and everything good, so that you can teach the other mods. Who else is in here? So Chris is in here. Shout out to Chris. Chris is right under me actually right now on the list. He is one of our mod leads, so he's going to be leading a team of mods on one of the shifts, as well as helping Adam kind of coordinate between everyone on the team. And so that kind of leaves everyone: Sam Master, Nicholas, Timmy, Edward. All those are mods. Thank you guys for being in here. It's really great to have you guys. Some of the mods we're going to probably move into shilling. If you guys are more interested in shilling and learning how to market, please let me know, and we can, you know, put you guys with the shill team. But also, we want to make sure that we kind of have our mods getting started and they know exactly how to run our communities. So in the next week or so, I'm going to have a meeting probably between Adam, Chris, and the rest of the mods, so that we can teach you guys how to pull all of the information that you'll need to run the community. So I know that's a lot, and I'm kind of just bouncing between different people. If you guys want to see exactly who's responsible for what, it's all here, and you can pull anyone's name, right? If you see something that you want to do or that you can do, you can put your name here, right? You could just put your name exactly. I can put Drac, right? And just say, hey, I'm going to do contract verification. Obviously, I'm not a dev, so I'm not going to be doing that. But that's essentially how we're running the plan, guys. So what I'm going to have Ken do is kind of help you guys figure out what your groove is going to be in this next couple of weeks on this spreadsheet. So on Thursday, we'll be talking a lot about who's doing what and, you know, when everything is due. But again, since there are so many new people in here, I'll kind of go over that real quick. You can see start dates, due dates, right? And it's all based off of this sprint schedule. So each sprint starts on Monday, ends on Friday, really ends on Sunday, but we don't really want you guys going weekends too hard unless you're kind of into that like I am. And then you can kind of just see we have all of these different weeks here. So within that week period, we want things to be done. If it's more detailed, then it could linger right through a few sprints, like the budgeting and the branding and things of that nature. So that's kind of where we are, guys. We're going to get those contracts finished up. We're going to get the team coordinated. We're going to get the new contracts rolled into the existing website and get some things moving. E-Man and I are working on a really cool contract to basically run a pre-sale and do some things for funding, so we can start getting some good funding in and get everybody comfortable and get things moving at a good pace. So that's kind of what I've been working on personally. And then everything else is really going to be us just knocking out all of the stuff that you can see that is basically through sprint 3 or 4 right now. So the main things are just kind of sitting right here. If you don't see your name or you see something that you can help with, let us know and we can get that done. I've been talking for a while, so let me open up the floor again for questions, concerns, anything like that. I just want to hear from you guys and see exactly where you are on the project, what your thoughts are, any feedback that you guys have, and then you know, we can kind of go back over anything and then call it for you guys, because I know it's late somewhere, it's early somewhere else, and we want to make sure that you guys are being, your time is being respected. So feel free to just let me know, guys. What's up? Anybody?
Covered all my questions.
Okay. Thanks for chiming in, Adam.
No questions.
Okay, thanks, Sam Master. He said no questions right now. I'm glad I'm answering you guys' questions. Algo, Samuel, Timmy, Ken, Nick, any questions?
No question.
Awesome. Yeah, guys. So in that case, since we're kind of, if you guys have something, let me know. You can just start speaking, and I'll kind of let you take the floor. But um, I'll start kind of wrapping things and just be a little bit more clear as to what we're going to expect this week as we're going in.
Um, did the community, did it just launch? Because I'm just in the community just now when you mentioned it, all right? So, I guess hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. So this is what I'm trying to say. The community and the marketing plan actually. I haven't really seen the progress in the the of the project. So because I don't know about the marketing and all of that, but since we are still working on some contracts, so I guess that should be some hold up. If I'm right, is that what is holding us up? Because we are not done with some certain stuff we have to do for the project.
That's a great question. So we're still building a lot of contracts and functionality into the project, right? So I do marketing, and then so does Lynn for other projects throughout the space, large projects, small projects. So we are building a marketing plan already. One of the main things that we're waiting for is to get the marketing budget, right? So we want to make sure we have the budget. We can account for how much money we're going to spend marketing, where that's going to go, how long it's going to go for, right? All of the Twitter, the community, all of that stuff is established. We're putting bots in before so that we don't have to deal with any of that after the date. And then as far as marketing goes, we're going to kind of have a formal marketing plan to roll out. I also mentioned that there's another contract that's being essentially like put in place right now. I'll be fully transparent with you guys about what that is because everyone here is on the team. We're putting together a like a mining contract. They're very popular right now. We have essentially, Algo, I'm going to mute you real quick. Basically,
Okay.
keep going, keep going.
Okay, I guess I get what you're trying to say. Okay, it will be fine and all right for everyone. And I guess I've been in this project for a while, for about 1 week, let me just 1 week or 1.5, and actually it would be nice if you can, send us some details about on the progress of what you just mentioned. Like how long will that take? Because we need to start rolling out the do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because we need to know the budgeting plan, the when the contract will be done, most especially the budgeting aspect, because of any project or any business you need the budget, the money flow and outflow is really important. So it would be nice if you know when everything is balanced and where we are going to roll out. So if that is done, please don't hesitate to, send out the details so that we can carry out the operation. All right?
Without a doubt. And I'm glad that you brought that up. Let me go to budgeting information. So if you guys want to see the beginning budget, right? Like this is everything that's been spent, I guess from a conservative standpoint, developing and basically putting things together. These are monthly ongoing expenses. And then if you guys want to see how everyone is being compensated, then that is also there in terms of how many percentages out of the total profits that everyone is going to be allocated per month, right? So that's the rough budgeting that has been already
Oh
done,
boy,
right?
USF.
Say that again.
Sorry.
You're good. So the budgeting is there. Mr. Crypto is working on what we will call projections, right? So he's working on revenue projections for the next 5 years so that we can project the revenue that we are going to bring in, right? Whether that's $10 million, $100 million, whatever that is. We're projecting that out. How we're going to get there, we're basing it off of hard math and also basing off of the way that the contract functions so that we can get as accurate as possible with those projections. Those projections are going to be rolled into what's called a TAM, a SAM, and a SOM. So that's like the total available market, the sustainable obtainable market, right? And the sustainable available market. Those are not super important for you to know. All that really is when you go and you seek investment or you're looking for investors, they're trying to see how much are you going to spend over what period of time, when will you get profit back, and then how much we're going to raise. So all of that has been it's being prepared right now. And then once that is prepared, Ken, myself, Mr. Crypto and the rest of the operations team will basically be putting together an operational plan, and Kim will be coordinating between you guys to help make that done. So that's our biggest focus right now. If you can see on the project list, we're sitting here understanding cash flow, dividing the budget into phases, the budget and how we can get where we need to go, and the pitch deck are the three most important things on this list. And the COO, Mr. Crypto, is actually handling that right now, which is the reason why he's not in the meeting. So he sent me some great stuff. We're going to basically do a lot of estimations and simulations to understand how we're going to make money and what could possibly impede that. So I'm glad that you asked that question so that we could cover that in a little bit more depth. So that's number one for budget. Number two for marketing, again, most of the materials are done. We have a crowdsourced marketing solution that we've already actually built, and we're going to implement it into the group, where essentially every Facebook post, Twitter post, message, if you got into an AMA like this, all of that's going to essentially assign you tokens, right, and give you airdrops for doing tasks within the group, also for inviting your friends, and then those airdrops are going to be handled by the software that you are developing. So that's kind of the way that we're going to do marketing, as well as roll out a traditional marketing plan. And then on top of all of that, E-Man, who is the CIO and the head contract dev, is working on a very, very special contract for myself that is going to basically be one of the best mining contracts, if not the best mining contract on the market. It's going to be totally fair in terms of, like, when you start in most mining contracts, they end up where the people who get in earliest are the only people who get ROI. This contract has many, many features that keep the TVL going up, and also has a feature that means, like, the later that you get in, the better deal that you get and the more tokens that you end up getting in the miner. So it basically means that people who come in late or who are putting in fresh capital are always incentivized to put in fresh capital. So it's going to be a very, very sustainable passive income method for the first contract that we end up actually dropping. And we've already actually put together a marketing plan for that. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's going to help us bypass a lot of the fundraising issues that we may be running into before we run into them. And it's also going to build a very, very engaged community around it, because I have a lot of other projects that I've worked on or still own pieces of that are in that realm. And I can pull a lot of people from that group and bring them into our group. We'll probably start off our group at about 2,000, 3,000 people, and I expect us to grow to about 10,000 people relatively shortly after launch and kind of getting things together. So that is the reason why we haven't really solidified marketing on this project yet, is because we have so many crowdsourced and guerrilla marketing tactics that we're going to be implementing, that we want to focus on doing those and doing that, all of that different stuff, so we can set ourselves up nicely to spend the money where we need to spend the money. So I hope that answers that question. It's definitely one of our biggest things that we're focused on. And I think that as Lynn comes back, we'll have a better plan as well for you guys to go all the way through from start to bottom, top to bottom.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. One more thing before we finish the meeting.
Yeah, please.
Hello?
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Okay. Pertaining to the activeness of the team, I thought the last meeting we held, we are going to do the inactive ones, and you respond by saying you guys actually DM some guys that are not active, so few people responded, and you said you are going to remove some. I haven't seen a sign of that though. And lastly, it would be nice if we can have active team, like in the sense that in the group, everybody are not active. All right, I'm not saying this for some or ulterior motive or something. I'm just saying we are not active in the team. All right, so I don't know. Everyone has to be assigned and keep working and giving us feedback in the group. All right.
That makes a lot of sense. Again, great points, guys. This is exactly what we're looking for from you, right? We're all a team, and the feedback is always important. Let me address that real quick as well, for those who missed it. So in terms of the entire list of team members, there is over 30 team members, right, guys? So when you go to the roles and responsibilities tab inside of the project plan, as soon as it switches over to me, let me see if I can get it to go, because it's just... Okay, perfect. So that's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked it. Everybody in green is in perfect standing, right? If you see your name and it's in green, you're in great standing. I've spoken with you. I've gotten a response from you. Honestly, let me just go ahead and do this let me do this for Sandmaster, right? He's green because he's in the meeting. So everyone who's green is basically a confirmed team member. We're going to make sure, and actually, Eduardo's here too. We're going to make sure that you guys understand what's going on, right? And that's why I spoke about Ken being in the chat. Ken is going to be one of the heads of operations, and he's going to help us coordinate between all of these different people to start basically bringing their jobs and their talents into the project. If you look on the right-hand side, this is everyone's roles and responsibilities, right? It gives you an idea of what everyone is responsible for, what they're handling, and essentially how all of this is going to tie together in each department. Their department is listed, and as their position title is also listed. If you need to get in hold of them, they're right here, right? So if everyone in red is about to be removed from the group, right? So you can see there's about 10 names. The reason why I haven't removed them is because I basically invited them to today's meeting to give them a chance to show up. So anyone who didn't show up off this list is going to basically be gleaned out and taken out of the groups. I will maintain contact with them, but they won't be in the greater team group anymore starting basically after this meeting. Everyone who is in yellow is basically people who just need to get a little bit more oriented with the team. We need to give them responsibilities, get them in the meetings, and get them active. Really, a lot of these people are people who've come on after the main team was assembled and are just some volunteers, and we really appreciate you guys for kind of circling back. So we're going to get those people kind of activated and turn all of them green so that we have an activated team. And then Ken is going to be working to basically make sure that everyone is discussing between themselves and the groups, discussing ideas, discussing responsibilities, discussing deadlines, and getting more oriented. So right now, I would say we're probably at about 30% capacity for team operations, right? And what I mean by that is like we have a lot of people who are active and waiting for meetings, attending meetings, using the project plans and the project materials, but everyone is not autonomous yet. And what that means is they're not doing their own work just based off of understanding what their responsibilities are. And that takes time, right? We have to get everyone in the group, get them in the meetings, get you guys like oriented. And over time in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we plan on having things running very smoothly to where everyone is handling a lot of things and we can check these lists off very quickly because everyone is aware of their responsibilities. So that's kind of the plan there. The first thing we wanted to do, and this is in the to-do list, you can see is team consolidation and follow-up. So we've actually, me and Ken have finished consolidating and following up with the team. Now the most important part is to get the team more active, get everybody with their responsibilities. If you're a mod, we're going to get you basically both modding and chilling, understanding how to use the bots and running those types of meetings with you guys. So I agree that the team is not running at 100% capacity, but from an operation standpoint, I wouldn't expect for us to be able to do that until we've stratified everything down into the proper departments and the proper teams, gotten the budget together, the operational flow together, and you can kind of see getting the community set up, team follow-up and consolidation. We've essentially finished this, right? So I'll just check this off in front of you guys actually, right? So once we do that, then we'll also do in-chat department titles so everyone will know who everyone is, what they do, and then we will literally have everything set up. Now, there's other things in here like SOPs, departmental processes, all of those things. That's basically the rules of the team that you're on, and those things will be established over time as I figure out people's schedules, people's responsibilities, and we kind of get into understanding how people work and what their habits are. So I'm glad that people are bringing up operational efficiency. It's, again, the three biggest focuses that we have right now are operational efficiency, marketing, and the budget. The last one would be smart contracts, but we're doing a very great job there. Our dev team is amazing, so they're killing it. Shout out to the dev team. And so the dev team and the ops team are basically running at full capacity. The marketing team and the communities team are going to start picking up very quickly. And once we have all of those teams kind of running simultaneously, then you guys will see an uptick in who's talking, who's looking for things, and how everything is going. So that's kind of where we are about things. And if you guys have any more questions, please let me know because I am still here. Did that answer your question, Algo?
Sure. Makes sense.
Okay. One thing I will say.
Mr. Dracula, what's up, my bro?
What's up, Chris? How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. You're doing a great job, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are all really, really cool and all really close to me, man. And I've had a great time getting to know every single one of you, and I look forward to doing so even more and for us to build something great. Like I said, this is Chris, guys. He's one of the head mods, and he basically is going to be helping Adam coordinate everything with the communities. Also a really great mod, really great guy, and he's also one of my the people who I'm kind of trying to push forward and show exactly how to do marketing as well. So you guys reach out to him, talk with him. You guys all get to know each other. And yeah, Chris, did you have a question for me?
Oh, no, bro. I'm cool.
Good deal. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure, man. And I also wanted to just introduce you, and I'm going to introduce everyone, over time as we all kind of get to know each other. But yeah, guys, I mean, really, that's all I had today. I know it was kind of like a really dense, me just kind of talking type meeting. I'm hoping that we can kind of get departmental heads to kind of start giving updates, and we can all give our feedback, and things will be a little bit more structured as we go on. But I'm glad that everyone is feeling good about things, and I'll kind of wrap things up with a few more announcements. So as always, this will be recorded and put inside of the meeting notes, right? Meeting notes is where all of the meetings go. If you want to listen to them and kind of get like more clarity, meeting notes is where that happens. We will also be implementing commands inside of the team chat. So if you want to basically get to all of this different stuff, like let's just say you wanted to get to meeting notes, you could type in /meeting notes and they'll take you right there. So we're going to get that done today. So it's just easier for you guys to get around, and I'll put like a written tutorial out of how to basically find all these materials. Budget will be done on Thursday, as well the initial contract for the mining. So that will be done. If anyone wants to play the game, let me know. We will give you an early deposit so you can just basically play around with it. And then also we will also be getting kind of the airdrop system checked out today and getting everybody with their airdrop wallets solidified on the team to make sure that when those airdrops start going out, that you guys are first in line to get your tokens as well. Other than that, I think that's really all that I had. One thing I will say, just as a fun, I guess, precaution or as a fun thing to do, if you guys have ideas for NFTs, Samuel is going to be working on Web3 layers and getting like everything to look nice and beautiful and getting all the contracts tied in. But he's also in charge of NFT innovation. So if you guys have any sort of NFT utilities, ideas, anything like that, you guys can feel free to just ping Samuel and let him know like, hey, we should do NFTs like this, or hey, maybe we should do NFTs like that. And we're just going to kind of start gathering those ideas to see how you guys want to do NFTs. And preferably, I'd like to do NFTs that are free to token holders and other different things. I've thought of like gambling or slot machines or like card games, things like that. But if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. And then I'm sure that we are also going to be doing some cool stuff. I know people saw like the sneakers and stuff that we've been developing. So we'll be doing some NFT sneakers at some point, and everyone will, of course, get a free pair. So that will be awesome as well. And, I'm going to have Adam help me with that. He's a really great fashion designer. He's working on his own stuff. So we'll be working on that as well. Let me not go on too long, though, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Ken, for reaching out to everyone. Edward, thank you for the short notice. Sandmaster, thank you for always getting back. Samuel, I appreciate you, man. One of the oldest team members and someone who's given me a lot of guidance on how to build this project. So I appreciate your time, Samuel, and for being here as well. Chris, always good to talk to you, man. I know we go back and forth a lot, so it's great to see you in your meetings. Algo, Same thing, man. I appreciate all the hard work that you're doing on the airdrop system and all of the feedback that you consistently have. It means a lot. Ken, thank you so much for stepping up, you know what I'm saying, and being one of the leaders, keeping everyone coordinated. Adam, as always, man, again, probably the oldest team member in here besides myself is Adam, one of the 3 founders. It's great to have you, man, and just have your talents on the team, man, working on a lot of great Web3 stuff. So, you know, we're really blessed to have Adam. And Nicholas, man, Nick jumps in every single meeting and it always gets back to me super quick. So I appreciate that, Nicholas. And we'll get you coordinated and working, guys. So, yeah, y'all have a blessed day. Great to see everyone. If y'all have any questions offline, let me know. And then, yeah, I will stop the recording, let everybody know when that recording is uploaded. I will schedule the meeting on Thursday, and then I will update you guys as those commands go into the team group. And then, Ken, you and I will speak, and then everyone else who I kind of talked about each thing that we're going to be working on, we will all coordinate individually and kind of get those things into the groups, guys. So thanks for letting me ramble for like an hour. This was productive. If you guys, again, have any feedback, let me know. And then other than that, y'all have a wonderful day, man.
Okay. So,
All right, guys.
Yeah, everyone.
Hey, Adam.
okay.